Back to MLG Anaheim, we've got Team Envious versus Twisted Method. I'm Fwiz alongside Benson. Benson, we haven't got to cast together since the World Championship, man. So we're back in the booth together, man. How's it feel?
It's good. It's good. I always enjoy casting with you.
Likewise.
It was such a good experience at World Champs, and now we get to do it again.
Yes, absolutely, man. And we've got two great teams that are kicking off here in both Envious. Twisted Method now, they came out to do the open bracket to get their seeding to play against Team Envious. So this should be a pretty crazy match. Now we saw Complexity just play as well. And against Conquer, another team that came out open bracket, and that was another crazy matchup. I think there's a possibility we could see that here as well. You don't want to count out Twisted Method. Let's kick it off with Team Envious here. Everybody knows these guys. Proofy, J-Cap, Rambo, and Stainville. Proofy, the captain for Team Envy. He's been on that squad for a long time. At one point in his career was notorious for jumping around on teams. He has found his home in Team Envious, so expect nothing but the best from these gentlemen. All legendaries in the Call of Duty scene have been playing for many, many years now on esports here for Call of Duty, so you got to give it up. There's Proofy right there, always got a smile on his face. And now let's look at our open bracket team making it up here to the championship bracket, Twisted Method. You've got Parrish, Soul, Complex, and Trojan. Complex, obviously, formerly of VVV before, and Duck, what a good guy. He was at the World Championship as well, so they've kind of assembled this crew in Twisted Method, and I think they're going to give Envy a run for their money. Yeah,
I think they should put up a good fight. I was speaking to Duck actually before the game started.
He's in his costume.
Look at him, he looks so happy. He was saying, watch out, we do stand a good chance against Envy. And I think they could cause a bit of an upset because I was getting a little bit worried when I was watching that last game. It went all the way to the S&D, last map.
Yeah.
Very, very close indeed.
Oh, it was definitely a very close game. I mean, it's hard to say, right? I mean, Envy's such a talented squad here. Going to Game 5, we would all like it, but who knows, man? It really comes, like, what kind of mentality does Envy have? They didn't get a lot of practice coming into this tournament. I know that's a kind of an excuse that you hear a lot, mainly because Proofy was actually out of town on vacation a week prior to. But with that said, Proofy also was on vacation a week before World Championships.
Very true.
Flew from vacation to Worlds, and then finished second and played amazing. So I think they're going to be just fine.
What's also important to note as well is Envy, they haven't played here at MLG Anaheim yet. This is their first game, whereas Twisted, like you said, they've come through the open bracket. They're already going to be hot. They will have played yesterday quite a lot. They're going to be ready. So they are going to be ready, whereas Envy...
And that can be a huge benefit.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. I mean, having the confidence of knowing we've come through the open bracket as well. They're at the champ bracket. Now they're coming up against Envy first game. They could cause a massive, massive upset because it would be. It would be a huge, huge upset if Envy go out.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine?
It would be crazy. Although the winner of this game actually goes and plays Optic Gaming.
Yeah, so the matchup that this ultimately leads to could potentially be an Optic Gaming versus Envy.
That would be crazy.
And I love the Twitch chat. I was talking to them yesterday. I bet they would love to see that as well.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people out there. Optic and Envy, certainly the household names in Call of Duty here in North America, if not around the world. So all eyes on those two teams. And Twisted Method trying to derail those plans here later in the bracket, and we'll see if they're able to do that as both teams just getting ready to set up. Game number 1, I believe, will be on Raid Hardpoint as we're just waiting here.
Speaking of being household names, you saw it in the voting yesterday. I'm not sure if you actually saw that, but at one point it got to 98%. The Twitter community thought Optic Gaming were the fan favorites. Unreal amount of support that Optic Gaming have, and I imagine it's going to be the same with Envy if we do a Twitter vote later on. I would love to see the vote. It's so cool. Like you actually get to see live in time. The votes come in and the percentages change. That is some awesome, awesome technology.
Optic was like trending worldwide yesterday in the Optic versus Evil match. I've never seen anything like it here at MLG for Call of Duty. Just the stack of people that were sitting all over the place.
It was crazy.
There's people all around here sitting around. No chairs. Everyone getting really hyped. Clearly, they were drawing a huge crowd. And now, what do you expect out of this matchup here?
To be honest, I expect to see Envy take the hard points in this.
Of course.
I mean, the hard point game we saw at COD Champs was absolutely unreal. They're so strong at that. Proofy, he can just turn on that like animal mode where he just goes untouchable. Animal mode, beast mode. He just goes crazy. He's such a good player to watch. And then obviously you've got Rambo, just renowned as one of the most intelligent players on Call of Duty right now.
Yeah, very intelligent player. I mean, he's able to just kind of articulate what the team needs to do when it's happening in real time. A lot of things tend to happen very fast, so he's good for that. Proofy as the captain, very much a hype man, can lead that team. And then you've got Stainville. All of them have like good leadership attributes that they can bring to the table. And J-Cap is starting to get a little bit of a rhythm with all these guys. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Team Envious going against our open bracket team, Twisted Method, that has now made it in the championship bracket, and it's all going to start here. Hardpoint on Raid. And who do you want to watch? I think we got to go with Envy, right?
I think we should start off on board with Envy. I think probably Proof should be a good start. I think I can see him going off on this first hill and getting a fair few
You're going to be Team Proofy to kick it off?
I'm always Team Proofy. Proofy's such a nice guy.
Proofy is a very, very nice young gentleman, as we're going to jump in the eyes of Proofy here. And off to the races they go as they're going to try to take control of this first hardpoint. Trophy systems are out. Stainville's in the hardpoint, and early on it is contested. Envy making great moves here as they're able to take out players here and just making it happen.
Yeah, Proofy managed to just get a few points there with his trophy system as well. But Envy just complete control, throwing the trophy down one more time. And you can see all of Envy just rotating around that hardpoint. You've got JCap and Stainville actually on that hardpoint. Proofy just behind, should actually pick up a kill. That doesn't. His teammate manages to clear him out. And just a nice start coming from Envy right now.
Absolutely, as we're staying with Proofy here. He's able to make some moves. That Ego tag, don't be confused. Ego's not on this team here. And now contested 25-0. They've been able to just come in here and thrash Twisted Method, who has not been able to get any points on this hard point. All they've really been able to do is contest it. 10 seconds left. The team is pretty well set up. Twisted Method's going to have to abandon this entirely and move to the next hard point. And Envy is going to get 40 of those 60 points in the first hard point.
Fantastic start for Envy. Stainville, he rotated as well in perfect time. Did actually go down, but Proofy is going to have one player right in front of him, managing to pick him off. Actually tagged from a teammate from behind, and arguably lost that gunfight because of his weakness there, but Complex has managed to pick up 2. But we'll stay with Proofy now as he's trying to rotate. But right now, Twisted Method, they're getting some good
I think we got to go over there to Duck here. Complex, okay. He's got 4 kills and counting. They were able to move to the kitchen, set up there first for the hard point and making moves, but Envy answering back at the hands of JCap, taking out Complex. But again, Twisted Method getting some serious quality time in this hard point. They've almost capitalized on every possible second that they could in this hard point, and that's exactly what they needed to do after being down 40-0. They are going to take the lead here. He's clearing out the money room, and now he's got eyes down range. They still have control of it, and Twisted Method gonna take the lead over Envious.
Fantastic play on that second hard point, but as you can see on that minimap, Envy have rotated in perfect time. You can pick up so much time on that back garage hardpoint that it's going to be so hard for Twisted Method to try and break it. However, in goes Complex, does manage to shut down one, goes to the pre-fire in the second, not going to happen. Does get taken down there by Rambo, and it is going to be Envy with this back garage control early on.
I love when I cast with you on this map because you call it garage. Remember we had this argument about garage? Well, it's not an argument, it's just a healthy discussion actually. As we are now switching over to Proofy again, he's on a roll. Let's take a quick look at the stats here and see who's doing the weight. I think everybody's distributing pretty fairly because Stainville coming low on kills, but has had 2 captures and a defend here. So everybody's sharing their weight as we are going to stay on with Envy. Let's jump over to JCap, who's got 5 kills and counting. He is working towards his score streaks as well, very close to the Hellstorm. And now he's got control of this hard point. If he can pick up one more, he will be in a very good spot to, have all those racked up for himself.
He's just an assist away, but Twisted Method, they're not going to be challenging that. They're going towards that basketball hardpoint, trying to get the anchor locked down. And there's going to be 3 Envious players rushing into the kitchen. You can see that on that mini-map at the bottom of your screen. Meanwhile, JCap, just an assist away from that Hellstorm missile. He's going to have to try and play this very passively. Doesn't want to give away this streak right now. There's 5 kills, crucial to Envy's success if you can try and get that Hellstorm.
I will have to say Twisted Method has done a really good job making sure that they set up at the next hard point. They try to do it here in basketball court, but JCap disrupting that, earning all his scored streaks and going to take it over. It is still contested here as Twisted Method had a really good full side spawn. They're going to keep leaking into this basketball court to try to take the hard point back. Envy has a good setup here. JCap on a 9 kill streak right now, racking him up. And we are just staying on board with him because he is just a monster. Picks up another one. It's double digits now. JCap putting a show on here in Anaheim.
He's actually, I think he's overlapped one of the score streaks. I'm not entirely sure, but he's been getting a lot of kills on this hard point. So he's going to have some serious amount of score. Yeah, he has. He's actually overlapped them, and he's going to call in his lightning strike in transition. That should clear out the middle hard point. So Envy can rotate and pick up an extra few points there. Nice play coming from him. Did manage to take down one there. I believe that was solo. But JCap, when is he going to use that sentry gun for? That's the big question. He's just going to drop it.
Yeah,
nice play.
In the kitchen, it's a good time to use that right there in the hard point. You see a lot of teams will just post that up. It gives them but that was short-lived, wasn't it?
The Hellstorm came down.
That poor sentry gun didn't even get a bullet.
Oh my God, JCap!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my days! Serious 13 kill streak right now. 13, like 14, 15.
14,
Oh my
stop.
God, Jacob.
Stop it.
Please.
Stop
Please,
it,
dude.
J-Cap.
Oh my God. He is 21-5, 11 defense.
This might be the highest streak because now Clayster went on a roll in that capture the flag game. I'm not sure if he surpassed it. They were both very close, but this might be the highest streak that we've seen so far on the main stage. And we're going to stick on and see if he can make this into 20. He is, what is he at right now? He's at 15 and counting, so let's see what he's able to do here. Envious getting a ton of points in this hard point here. 5 seconds left. He is going to make it rain down on him and not pick up anybody with that, as he was a little indecisive where to go.
Finally,
and it's, yes, finally you see him take it out. But let's check out the scoreboard real quick. 21-6 and 11 defense.
That is absolutely surreal.
Most people go a whole game and they won't finish with those stats. And there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. 172-82. Twisted Method trying to bring it back into this game. They do have control of the hard point ringside, and you're looking at Envy pushing it in.
Envy really playing very, very strong. And I said earlier on, you know, they haven't played yet. They may not be coming into this hot, but, well, Jacob clearly had some other ideas, playing absolutely fantastically. And Envy now just need to try and rotate around towards that raid hardpoint. Stay with JCap for now. Still has that sentry to use. Let's not forget that. Has one in front of that's complex. Nice play from him. There's a second. Is he going to pick up solo?
Almost.
Has some help there from Proofy. Going to pick up that assist. But, you know, Twisted Method, they can still come back into this. There's still 4 minutes to play, Quiz.
4 minutes to play. Definitely enough time. And they're trying to do just that. 116 to 172. They are trying to make it happen here. Let's actually switch over to solo for Twisted Method, as they are trying to mount that comeback. Only a 54-point deficit with Envious, though, on the hard point. It is looking grim for Twisted Method unless they can get in there and knock these guys off. They do want to start racking up these hard points, and they've got to make a push into the kitchen. Solo going to go money side here, I think, and try to pick off one of these players for Team Envy.
Twisted Method, they just need to shut down JCap right now. 53% of his kills have actually been on hardpoint, so they just need to make sure they can actually take him down, then try and get some time on that hardpoint, because when Envy are playing like this, it's so hard to break those hills. And right now, Solo, he's just getting nothing but hit markers there on that money window player. I'm not sure who that was, but they do now have control, but there's 22 seconds left before that hardpoint does rotate.
Yeah, Solo just not in an advantageous position where Stainville is in the money room and not able to make it happen there. So they were able to thwart off that push. He finally gets taken out as we switch over to Complex, who was able to move into that money room. They're getting a lot of points here on the board. However, Envy does have 200 against Twisted Methods, 143. They've got a little bit of time here now as hardpoint has shifted to the garage. It is going to go in the hands of Team Envious here, who could potentially close the game out in this hardpoint.
Yep, that Sentry gun just going to cover that left-hand side, and I don't think Twisted Method have got a Black Hat class, although it does actually get destroyed. Complex needs to try and charge this hardpoint, needs to do it quickly, does get taken down there by Rambo, and we're going to get on board now with JCap as he managed to pick off one with the B2-3R. Nice play from him. Hardpoint goes straight back to Twisted Method. He's going to go for the contestation, but shut down.
That was a really good play by Twisted Method to move into that garage, not allow Envy to end the game here, keeping it alive one step at a time. You've got to take it one hard point at a time with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock. There is still enough time for them to make something happen here, as we're going to stick on with JCap, who's just been running the gauntlet in this hard point here. He had a huge streak of about 15, 16 kills earlier. Takes out another Twisted Method player here as Complex brings the Hellstorm, takes care of Stainville. Shots fired, JCap not able to connect, puts hit markers up there. Proofy comes up for the assist, and nice kill by Envy.
Yeah, that was a very important play there from JCap, and he's going to get another 2. Can he get the 3? He's going to challenge with the B2-3R there, I think, although the play does actually go down. His teammate Rambo on the hardpoint picks that off, and Envy have just played this amazingly. They really have. JCap right now on another streak. He's getting very close to that Hellstorm missile, but right now, I can't see any way for Twisted Method coming back to this game.
Yep, trophy system picked up some stuff coming in, finally taken out here. Envy holding it down. JCap picks up a 2-piece. Nice shots here, almost connected with another one. And he has just been unstoppable this game. And now with only 1 point away from closing this game out, Team Envious, your winner of game number 1, 250 to 176. And it's all smiles from there. As you see Stainville on your left, JCap the next one in, Proofy, and then Rambo on the far right end. They were able to just do big things the man of the hour so far has been JCap,
Absolutely.
who's just been dominating this matchup.
I mean,
34-12, 15 defense.
15 defense. That's just how you play. That's how you play hardpoint on that map. He just played that just so well. And I mean, you can look at Complex there. Had quite a good game, 25 and 17 for defense, but no one from Twisted Method really standing out. They didn't have that standout player, whereas Envy, you know, they just had JCap running the rule for about 2-3 minutes there.
Yeah, that for obvious reasons was the turning point for Envy when they were able to just really put on the burners and take it away from Twisted Method. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back to bring you game number 2, Team Envious versus Twisted Method.